I'll wait for some of you guys to come in. Yes, peace. What's good, family? What's good? Surprise, surprise. I know you guys weren't expecting me. You guys weren't expecting me to do another live stream, but here I am. Had a message on my heart, right? I had a message on my heart. So this is not going to be a long live stream. This is going to be a conversation with you guys, a quick conversation. I might be in here 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, But peace to everybody coming in. Peace to the family. I thought about putting this up on YouTube, and then I thought about it, and I said, you know what? Nope. This belongs to the Patreons. This belongs to my Patreon members. This belongs to my Patreon members, family. So they fear a Messiah seed. They fear a Messiah seed, family. I had a conversation with somebody today, family, and it really promoted what I had on my heart today. They fear a Messiah seed. You guys need to keep that in mind. And for those of you who's been on my Patreon for a long time, you guys know what Messiah seeds are. Also called rainbow children, crystal children, indigo children. But to sum it all up, all those names combined, they call these people Messiah seeds. A Messiah seed is someone who has the potential. Not everybody has everybody has the potential, but some people don't reach that, even show that they have potential until certain lifetimes. So everybody has the potential to be a Messiah seed, but it's buried deep inside. But some people pop up with certain birth signs. They pop up with certain things in their chart. And it's very well known that they are on a certain level of Messiah seed. These people are watched. These people are contacted. These people are feared. That's the most important part. These people are feared. Talking to somebody today about the world we live in a consultation. And I want to make something very clear, family. The so-called powers that be, they don't really control you, right? What they do is they give you options, right? Because we live in their system. They make you think that this is all that there is, and you don't have any other alternatives or options, even mentally. They tell you that you have to be religious. You have to think this way. And if you don't, then you're going to go to hell and burn for eternity, or you can't make it to heaven. What they fear is, you see, what they're doing to us, family, is what we allow them to do. That's right. They have to keep convincing us that this is the best thing for us. That's why all the technology that we see is, the only thing that advances. We should have had flying cars by now. Everybody should have had a smart home by now. We should have houses that float in the sky right by now. That's a fact. And by the way, I do this for informational and entertainment purposes only, because I know I'm going in right now. Um, you know, this is not advice. This is not advice. This is not financial advice, legal advice, anything. Please do your own research. Because whenever I get deep like this, these are the ones they try to cut off. So I want you guys to understand that, I don't ever want you guys to think that these people got a foothold on your neck. No, they only do what you allow. One thing I'll tell you guys is that there's always remedy. There's always remedy. Legally, emotionally. Every problem that we have is an opportunity in disguise. And that's really the truth. I don't care if your car breaks down today. That's an opportunity for something. Your job is to not focus on the negativity of the situation, to focus on the opportunity. Find that silver lining in that gray cloud, right? And I'm going to get to the point in a second. I'm just trying to lay the foundation so you guys see where I'm going. They fear Messiah seed, right? So we live in a world where they give us the lesser of two evils, the greater of two evils, and say, pick one. Instead of us saying, we don't want either one of those, we're going to go and create our own. We're going to go do for ourselves. But we don't know how to do that because we depend on the system, right? So they teach us these things. They fear Messiah seed, family. There are countless Messiah seeds on this planet. What they fear is that somebody will come along with a message to make people think differently. Not that they fear that a man will appear and start a march and he got 100 million people behind him and they take over the world. That's not what the Messiah seeds are about. They fear the message of the Messiah seeds. That's what they fear. So, yes, a lot of people in our world are Messiah seeds, right? And the few that did come along that we know about, some of them that did come along we don't know about. The few that came along that we know about, they were usually to a degree controlled. And because they have to be to an extent, some people feel like they have to be controlled, the Messiah seeds, because they can't just go out there and say anything because they can hurt themselves. So this is why when you get to a certain level in your Messiah, there's 4 levels to a Messiah seed, right? When you get to a certain level, usually around level 2, you get contacted by schools, secret societies, different things like that. And what happens is they let you know, hey, you're going to be able to do some stuff. Sometimes you're born as a level 2 or 3. That does happen, right? Sometimes you're born as a level 2 or 3 Messiah seed. And usually these people are contacted and they let you know that, hey, you just can't do and say what you want to say. You have to be restrictions on what you say. Or they will kill you. They will take you out. Right? They will take you out. Some Messiah seeds are also what we call twin flames. Well, all twin flames are Messiah seeds, right? So let me be clear on that. All twin flames are Messiah seeds. And this is why I told you guys about the secret group Osseo that are targeting twin flames. But I never told you guys on a deeper level. Okay, Jermaine Jackson, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. I thought I shut that company down. You know what I'm saying? I felt so bad. I was just trying to give them some business, so I'm glad to hear that. They definitely target twin flames, but they also target Messiah seeds. And, and they target other people that we'll talk about in the future. So Messiah seeds family are targeted because of the message they may bring. And some Messiah seeds don't even know they're Messiah seeds. They just know that things tend to work out in their life, or things tend not to work out in their life. And what do I mean by that? Well, usually life can be pretty rough for Messiah seeds because everything in this system is against them. Everything is afraid of them becoming awakened. So, this child may be born into a family that is, drug infested. Mama's on drugs, daddy's on drugs, violence around the neighborhood. And to a degree, they are protected by their spiritual parents. They are protected. But a lot of agencies and things will, like you may be working on, a secret design that could make you millions of dollars, right? And all of a sudden, somebody stole it from you. You're a Messiah seed, right? Somebody stole it from you and took the money away from you and your family. And you start feeling like, man, every time I get to this certain point in my life, something happens. Well, the goal is to make you feel crazy like it's you. Sometimes it is you, but sometimes it's not you. It's actually these agencies who watch you like a hawk, and they try to stop you from giving a message, right? They try to stop you because a message can come in many forms. Messages are not always verbally, right? A message can be a symbol, right? Mudras are messages to your body, to the energy around you. A message could be something you create, right? A message could be something that you do. Doesn't always mean you're going to give a word, right? So let's be clear on that. But the Messiah seeds are feared for the message they may bring. This is why it's imperative for Messiah seeds to protect their energy and to learn magic. Because a lot of people who do get abducted are also Messiah seeds. And they get snatched at a young age. They get taken. It almost happened to me when I was 3 times when I was a kid, on 3 different occasions. And the spookiest one was the first time it ever happened. I was in kindergarten or first grade. I was in first grade. And I used to walk. My school was literally a straight shot down from my house. So I lived 3 houses from the corner. And I used to walk down this street called Dewey Avenue. I lived on a street called Clay Avenue. And I would walk down Dewey Avenue, and literally like 4 blocks down, there's my school. And my mother would watch me until I got to about the 4th block, and then she would turn around. Because after you get to that block, there's crossing guards, and there were teachers who would stand out front. And you just make a turn and go right into the school. So she would literally stand all the way down the street and watch me walk, right? When she couldn't walk with me. You gotta remember, my mother was young. My mother was like 19, 20 years old. 20 years old or something like that when I was in 6th grade, 21. So this guy rolls up on me and, hey, Joseph, your mom sent me to pick you up. I'm just walking to school. What are you talking about, bro? Your mom sent me to pick you up. Won't you hop in the car? And I never forget, he had those, what they call rapist glasses. They call it rapist shades. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but that's what a lot of people call them. Those old school aviator shades. It's funny because back in the 80s and the 90s, when they would describe a guy who was like a rapist or a killer, he would always have these shades on. And he had a brown leather jacket on. I thought that was weird. It was in the middle of summertime. And he, drove off when I denied him that I was going to get in his car. So, 21 years old, I got letters in the mail. So all I'm saying is I know I'm a Messiah seed. And I know why they want to block my message. But I want you guys to understand as well that a lot of you guys who watch this are Messiah seeds. A lot of guys who are on YouTube and say, no, get on Brother Yosef Patreon and get a little bit more information, a little bit more understanding about what's happening, what's going on in the world around us, because I feel like I have to. Can't help yourself. Just like I couldn't help myself when I used to go to Master Gibson's lectures and my other teachers' lectures and stuff like that. I used to travel and I used to buy books and information. I couldn't help myself. I had to get to the next level and learn the next level of information. So I want you guys to understand, in all this chaos in the world, what they're afraid that's going to happen is a certain Messiah seed who's hidden right now. They really believe this will eventually rise and give a message. What type of message that will be, only he knows it. It could be a symbol that when you see this symbol, it activates something in your DNA. You just know who you are all of a sudden. Nobody knows what symbol. So what they do is they're always killing and trying to take out if they can. If they can't silence you, they'll take you out. If certain people like Malachi York was a Messiah seed, level 3 Messiah seed. And, I wasn't on the land. I don't know. Some people say he touched those kids. Some people say he didn't touch those kids. I wasn't there. But all I know is that the government will always try to make you look like you did something. I'm starting TP Ministries. We're going to get land soon. As I start to build the land and people move on the land, I may be on the land one day minding my business. And a woman who was a government agent may say, hey, Brother Yosef sexually harassed me. They may try to say that. You never know. Because this is the way that they know people are programmed. And they know that all you got to do is say a certain thing and people will back away. Or believe. And then the haters, they praying and hoping for your downfall. So they're going to spread that out all over the world. So I don't know what Malachi Zior did, but I know what I know what I saw him build, which is, in my opinion, better than any other so-called Black leader the world has ever seen. I would say better than any leader. I have to even say better than Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey did something great, right? But what I'm saying is Malachi York, what he built is absolutely incredible. 500 acres of land. Them dudes had their own police force, right? On colleges, they had their own fraternities. Every baby that was born, I heard, got a gold necklace, and a trust was set up for the babies in the community. Everywhere he traveled, all the people who traveled with him were millionaires. He taught us people how to invest in real estate. You know what I'm saying? They built amazing pyramids. You know what I'm saying? On their land. It was an incredible thing. And they were getting ready to generate their own money system, from what I understand. They were getting ready to have their own money system. So a guy like that has to be taken out. If you can't put him in jail, then you got to kill him. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? That's how that thing works. Right? I think somebody asked me, what do I think about Farrakhan? I think that you have to be a divine being in order to call 1 million men to one place. Not just anybody can do that. The first Million Man March called over 1 million. I think the second one had about 1 million as well. But the first Million Man March had 1 million people that came to DC. There's not a man alive besides Farrakhan, Mr. Farrakhan, who can call 1 million men. It's impossible. Right? I don't think any other man alive can do that. So he has to be a divine being. There has to be some type of divinity behind him. I'm not saying that everything he does is right. I'm saying that he's here for a purpose, whether you agree with his message or not. He definitely saved a lot of young Black men's lives. Right? So I don't look at anybody as perfect. All I'm saying that is somebody's coming, y'all. Eventually. They know it. It's been talked about for centuries, for thousands of years, that the sun will rise in the west. They know what that means. And they fear Messiah will come. That's what they fear. So I want y'all to stay focused and diligent on what the world has really got going on and why this cancel culture is happening. Yes, Kanye West is a Messiah seed. A low level one, I would say. Level one Messiah seed. And if you guys heard in the news, they said allegedly Chase Bank is actually gonna kicking him out of the bank. I've never in my life heard someone getting kicked out of the bank. You know, and this guy is a billionaire. He has millions and millions and millions of dollars. Now he has to take all that money and transfer it somewhere else because they told him you can't bank with us no more. That's some powerful stuff. Unless you know that people run this world that you guys don't even understand. All because he says F Adidas, and he called a few people out. He made a statement recently, and Chase Bank allegedly is kicking him out of the bank. You know what I mean? I couldn't believe it when I saw it. This man's a billionaire. Usually banks want your money. If that's the case, all millionaires should take their money out. You're going to do this to this man, who without a shadow of a doubt changed the fashion industry, changed the music industry. That's a fact. Only a Messiah seed can do that. Come to change something. That's one way you know Messiah seed. They change things. They have a different message. You know what I mean? Something's different about them. There's something unique. They have a unique message. A certain way they approach things, a certain way they talk, a certain way they walk, a certain way they do things. A Messiah seed. So they fear Messiah seed, y'all. I was going to do the regular video on this, 20-minute video. And I said I'll do a live stream. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? Saigon, I do not understand that question. What do I think about hey yo? Hey yo, I don't know what that word is. Your prediction that this year that everything will be like a TV show was on point. Everything happened. Yes, I appreciate that, family, for noticing that. And it's funny that a lot of predictions I made, they're shutting down. They're erasing those videos. Today they told me they took another video down. While I'm on strike, while I got a check mark against me, a strike against me. So they're taking down a lot of the videos that. Good thing I had them backed up. They're taking down a lot of the videos that I had gave bangers on. That's why I know in the future I'm gonna have to just put this stuff out on another channel or somewhere else. Are their children Messiah seeds? Absolutely. Yeah, some children are born as Messiah seeds, level 1, 2, 3. It's rare that you see a 4-level Messiah seed. Usually they get taken away and go put them in a temple or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They go train with the Buddhist monks or something. And the 407E, I appreciate that, family. Love you too, family. Censorship is getting worse. It's getting worse. But I prayed about it last night. My higher self told me, keep doing what you're doing. Everything is working as planned. So I'm going to keep just doing what I'm doing, I'm going to keep doing as I'm doing, family. Do Messiah seeds come in all colors and races? Yes. And I'll be honest, they do fear a black Messiah. They do fear an immediate black Messiah because the message that the black Messiah may bring to the black race, so-called black race, and they fear that this race will overtake them to a certain extent because of all the dirt they did, right? But I can promise you, yes, Messiah seeds and potential Messiah seeds come in every race. It's just the truth. Was the original Buddha a Messiah seed? Yes. Level 3 Messiah seed. He was born. That's a good question. The original Buddha was a level 3 Messiah seed, and then he became a level 4. He became a level 4. And we all have a Buddha aspect to ourselves as well. Everyone has a Buddha aspect to themselves, right? How would you know if you're a Messiah seed? Well, there's a lot of ways you would know. First of all, you will either be a indigo, crystal, or rainbow, or a child. You'll be one of those people, and your energy will line up with that as such. Also, based on your certain levels, you may have certain things about yourself. You know what I mean? That you're very talented at. You one way to know a Messiah seed is that they have a desire to help. That's a fact. So everybody spiritual is not a Messiah seed. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. And yes, believe it or not, some people on the left-hand path are Messiah seeds. They have that potential. I know that a lot of questions are going to come about that, but that's the truth. But yes, doesn't matter. A lot of people, let me see. Somebody said the prophecy is that he will be dark skin tone too. Yes, that's actually what they fear. And the Egyptians talked about that. The sun will rise in the west. They're literally talking about the Messiah. And the government knows it. That's why they pretty much, J. Edgar Hoover, to stop the rise of a black Messiah. They don't want it to happen. That's why if he does exist, and I believe he does, he has to hide himself. Right? So if there are other Messiah types or Messiah seeds, there's many names for it. Then, what would the other race Messiah seeds do? Right? The other race of Messiah seeds will convince their races to get past a lot of things that we deal with today, currently. Racism, classism. Some Chinese people may think they're better than other Chinese, right? Their Messiah groups will help people get past these things. Even in the European culture, they will help get past racism, classism, right? They will be fair, right? It all depends on what you come down here as. You do have a duty to your race. You wasn't born a race for a certain reason, for no reason at all, excuse me. There's a reason why you were put in a certain race. But the truth is we're all together down here. The goal of the negative ones is to make you think that there's a separation to the point where we all need to separate. That's the lie. The truth is we need to all come together. And this is why you have level 1, level 2 Messiah seeds, like let's say Bob Marley, right? Bob Marley was a person who was a Messiah seed. Once again, he tried to bring people together. One love, one heart, let's get, and you will go to his concerts and you will see every race, Asian people, white people, black people at his concerts. And he was all about that. So they didn't want that. They took him out. As a Messiah seed, his music was so powerful, it was a message. That's what I told y'all earlier in the video. They fear the message. Bob Marley, as a Messiah seed, his message was music. They couldn't have that. They took him out. They took him out. That's what happens. What does it mean when an alien tells you that they're going to have a chosen child when you're pregnant? That you're going to have a chosen child. Then they show you the future, and you see a son as adult. It means that your child could be very special, family. If that's happening, your child could be very special. My mother, as a child, a little girl, lived in a very racist town in Florida, right? And they would have whites in her town staying on one side and blacks staying on the other side. This is the 1960s, right? She lived in Florida, in the country part of Florida, right outside Orlando, and it was very racist. She told us growing up, and when she was like 6 years old, Her twin sister was playing by the water, and my grandmother told them don't do it. They was playing. My mother fell into the pond, and she was drowning. A very tall white gentleman with no shirt on jumped in the water and saved my mother. Smiled at her, dusted her off, asked her if she was okay, told her, "Oh, stop crying, you'll be all right," and sent her back up the hill, smiling. And my mom said she climbed to the top of the hill, turned around. This guy was gone. He was gone. This man jumped in the water and saved her when she was like 6 or 7 years old. Dusted mud off of her, told her she was going to be okay. You don't have to cry, and sent her back up the hill because she slipped down the hill and fell in the water. Sent her up the hill. When she turned around and looked back at the guy, he was gone. Because as a little girl, she wasn't used to white people helping her. And no white people ever helped her growing up. They were always rude to her, she said, disrespectful, racist, and stuff like that. And my mom to this day swears this guy was an angel. She believes it was a miracle. She believed that she was supposed to die, but at the same time, I feel like my mom was supposed to have me. I feel like she couldn't die because she was supposed to have me. And also, when I died, when I was born, they tried to kill me again. They would beg my mother to have an abortion, and she didn't do it. Thank God. Yes, I believe Rashad Jamal is a Messiah seed. I do believe that. I would say he's more of a level 2, on the verge of becoming a level 3 Messiah seed. I would say he's a level 2 Messiah seed. I do believe Rashad Jamal is a Messiah seed, yes. Who had a lot of potential. He has a lot of potential. If he ever gets out of his situation, hopefully one day I could speak with him and talk with him, And that's kind of what Messiah seeds do. They tend to get movements going without even trying. They tend to have people that want to work with them and help them move forward. You know what I'm saying? Help them move forward. It's not that they want to control people. They just tend to draw people to them that want to help them. That's what a Messiah seed does. And he definitely had that. It's kind of what TP Ministries is. Do you know the person that is the future Messiah? No, I don't know that person. What is the highest level any Messiah has reached the earth? Level 4. Level 4. Is the Messiah seed you're talk about a female? It could be. Don't get it twisted. The Messiah could be a woman. Can you talk about the spirit of us and the spirit of animals? Is the spirit the same? No. Your spirit comes from Mother Earth, but it's more advanced. Animal spirit comes from Mother Earth as well, but the animal spirit is more animated. So that's where you get the word animal. It's an animated spirit, meaning that animals are literally a part of the matrix. They're a part of the matrix. Your body is a part of the matrix, but it's more advanced, right? Your soul, and then you have a soul on top of that. All right. Can you talk about the iron and gold ages, the circle of these ages, how they came about? Yes, every age. It's funny you say that, family. Every age, man, that's a good question. Will the skills? That's a good question. Can you talk about the iron age, gold ages, and the circle of these ages, how they come about? That's a good question because every age is pushed forward by a Messiah seed. At the end of an age, a Messiah seed comes. We're at the end of that age right now. We're in the last days right now. At the end of every age, the Kali Yuga happens, which means that age gets destroyed and something new happens. But there's a Messiah seed that comes that helps push people into the next age. That's a fact. There has been many Messiahs that has advanced music. A Messiah seed comes in advanced music, right? Messiah seed, or changes music. Yes, Michael Jackson was a Messiah seed. A Messiah seed comes and advanced the way we eat food. They advance the technology that we have, right? They advance the way we live. So Messiah seeds come down for a lot of reasons. So at the end of every age, a Messiah seed comes and takes people into the next age. That's how that works. All right? That's how that works. And we're going into the golden ages as we speak. How can the Messiah quality be developed? Spiritually. You need to develop your spiritual abilities. The Messiah is a spiritual being. So that quality can be developed by working on your spirituality, evolving, evolution, growth. That's how that part of you can be developed, family. Are there any celebrities out there that are Messiah seed? Yeah. So I just talked about Michael Jackson. I believe Jim Carrey is a Messiah seed. Jim Carrey, one of my favorite comedians of all time. Without a shadow of a doubt, Jim Carrey is a Messiah seed. Jim Carrey actually is even spiritual. He's into spirituality right now, teaching Buddhism and everything. And that's not why. I just that I know certain qualities. Jim Carrey changed comedy forever. That's a fact. So there's different races that are Messiah. Jim Carrey is a Messiah seed. That's why he was able to stick in so good on Living Color. You know what I'm saying? He's probably the biggest star that came out of Living Color, right? Besides Jamie Foxx, who was another Messiah seed. So there are a lot of famous people I won't name. They're not Messiah seeds, right? Bill Cosby's not a Messiah seed, right? Jessica said, yes, that's true. Your mom was saved by an angel. Yes, I believe she was. I believe that they tried to take me out many times, but I'm here. Yes, Bobby Hemming is a Messiah seed. Phil Valentine is a Messiah seed. Yes. Delbert Blair was a Messiah seed. Yes. Master Gibson is a Messiah seed. He's actually more than that now. Master Gibson's on a whole nother level. Let me see. Pastor Dowell preaches the Bible and sees the man as the head. Thoughts? Do you agree? Yes, absolutely. What you trying to do, JT? You trying to get something started in here? I believe this is a natural nature. I don't believe that a woman should be lower than a man. I don't believe that, right? But what I'm saying is there's roles in families where a man, if he's being a real man, don't get it twisted. A man who don't work, he don't really do the things he's supposed to do. He all in his emotions. He not supposed to be leading no family. He need to fix himself. A real man, yes, is supposed to be the head of the family. That's a fact. That's a fact. Even when even animals, not all animals stay with the woman. Right? Not all animals, some like a bear, right? A bear have sex with the female bear, he moves on. But the animals, the males that do stay with their mate, they lead. They're in control. That's the natural way of things. So you would see the Pharaoh West a lot of times holding the Pharaoh from behind, supporting him. That's what a woman's supposed to be, supports. Knowing that this man has to take all the arrows and bullets and everything, and you're supposed to support him. That's how it's supposed to work. And the household works perfectly like that. I'm not saying that your wife can't have no say so. Of course, she's your most trusted advisor. My wife has talked me out a lot of things I thought that I was gonna make a decision on. My wife has talked me out of a lot of things. And I agree with her. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody run in my house, you better believe Brother Yosef the one that's gonna get up and take the punches and punch back and all that. I'm the one that's gonna do that. If it comes down to that. Not my wife. She's not the head. I am. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get off of that topic. But yeah, I like Pastor Dowell, not because of what he preaches. I like Pastor Dowell based on his lifestyle, right? It can't be denied. This man has 100 acres of land. He has his own community of people living on the land in harmony. The children are growing up on the land. He has the beautiful gardens. They'd have their own food source, their own water source. You can't deny that. What he built is amazing, you know. Where was I? Let's see. What do you think about the Benabi tablet of ISIS? I'm not sure what that is, family. Can you talk about the Loa? I can. I don't know what you want me to say about him, family. How can you take care of pets after they pass? You can put a pet on the altar, and you can just pray for the pet. You can put little food up there for them, but really they don't need that. Just put things up there to give them energy, like stuff they love, little animal toys and stuff like that, and just send energy to them. Pray for the pet. Pray for the pet. That's all you can do. Because usually that pet will be recycled back down. Do you feel that there are any really people who can clear their past karmic cycles for you? Yes, I do believe there are people that are strong enough to do that, but you got to make sure they're real. Our Messiah seeds and chosen, and the chosen, the 144K, the same thing. In my opinion, there's more than 144,000 chosen. There's way more than that. But yes, that is an example. That is an example of the chosen. You know what I'm saying? How powerful was Bruce Lee spiritually? I'm not sure, family. I think that he did have a certain level of spirituality to him. Yes, Jim Carrey is very deep. I love him. Yes, Jim Carrey's dope. The alien showed up me that 8 years ago. I haven't really seen those aliens again. Over time, tall, white, skinny aliens. They are very scary. Yeah, some extraterrestrials can look scary, family. We're not used to seeing them, you know. I'm about to get out of here in a second, family. So that group you mentioned has a list of Messiah seeds. I'm not in that group, so I don't know exactly what they have, but for some way, somehow, they know when. They don't just know who all the Messiah seeds are. They know when they're going to be born. Right? They know, a lot of them know when certain Messiah seeds are going to be born. They try to stop it a lot of times. Right? They try to stop that child from being born. You know? So yes, there's so many of us, there's not enough people to watch all of us. So there's certain ways they get other people to help watch. But there's certain ones, when you reach a certain age, they watch you more. They watch you more at a certain age. All right. And this is not a joke, y'all. I'm not making this stuff up. This is very real, and it's not something to be afraid of. I'm just telling you guys the truth. I'm not afraid, you know. I just know what I know. You know. Shout out to the new channel. I'm just tuning in. Okay. Peace, family. Thank you for being here. Can astrology be used to give clues if you're Messiah seeds? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Sometimes it's just obvious, right? Like prime example, I'm born 11/11 at 2:11 in the morning. But I don't know. I'm either born at 2:11 or 2:37. I have two different pictures that say two different things on the time I was born. My mom said it was 2:37. So I go with that, right? But one picture say 2:11. Also, my whole birthday adds up to 22. You know what I'm saying? My name adds up to a 7, right? So there's all the spiritual numbers and spirituality. My life path is 22. My destiny number is a 7, which is the most spiritual number in numerology, right? So that's why I love numerology over astrology a lot of times. Well, yes, there are ways in astrology. That's actually how they find out. They have their own astrologers. They know that these children are going to be born. You got some astrologers that's so dope. They know they can tell the future. Can your hands give a sign of being a Messiah seed? That's a good question. Smoothish. You ask some good questions. Can your hands give you a sign of being a Messiah seed? Yes, there's a sign in your hands that I talked about called the Mystic Cross. Right? The Mystic Cross. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see mine right there in my left hand. It's an X. Right? It's an X right there. Between this line and between that line, there's something called the Mystic Cross. And I have a bunch of X's. If you look, there's a bunch of X's that go over here. I have X's also on my right hand. Just one of those X's means that you've mastered something spiritually in the past life, and also magic, something that could become easy for you. So yes, the Mystic Cross. I talked about that before. You guys can look that up. Community building was the way was why you brought him up. Yes, I brought up him for community building. He has a great community as far as what he built. Can we give birth to a piece of your soul, like your children, incarnation of you? Not really, family. Not really. I've never heard of something like that. But only thing you can pass on is your DNA. Or the Egyptians Messiah seeds. That's another good question. The Egyptians, they can actually pull the Messiah seed energy out of you. They knew how to do that. How is this fair? How are they allowed to kill messiahs? Where is the karma for this? LOL. That's a good question. You ask some good questions too. So some people in this world are just here to do what they're going to do. They don't have karma because they're not trying to be good. They're not trying to reverse what they do. They're born to be evil. We got to make that clear. You can't get mad at a lion. If a lion's running around your neighborhood and he kills your father, a lion kills your father, it's messed up. But you can't be mad at the lion. The lion, that's his nature. He was hungry. He took somebody out. That's the nature of a lion. Yeah, I would get angry and want to kill a lion as well. But at the same time, that's the nature of a lion. You can't get mad at a lion for being a lion. It's his nature. So we can't ask God, why would you allow a lion to do this? The lion just doing what he's supposed to do. Your job is to do magic and be protected so certain things don't happen. That's how that works, family. All right? Yes, be fearless. And anxiety is one of the things they use to put Messiah seeds down in depression. That's just because you're not being who you really are, though. Bro, Yosef is Messiah seed. Absolutely, I actually am. Yes. Yep, I'm a master number, family. I just became VIP member on your Patreon, family. I wish to chat with you soon. Okay, well, just send to Chief. If you go to where you sign up, my email is right there. That's what you gotta hit up, family. All right. Is there a penalty on taking your own life? Yes. Your own spiritual parents will give you a penalty for that. You cannot take your own life. You cannot cut your contract short. That's a very bad penalty. I have the Mr. Cross on both hands. Okay, that's what's up. All right, y'all. I'm about to get ready and get out of here. It's 45 minutes in. I promised my wife I won't be here long, but I want to come here and just get that off my mind. They fear Messiah seed, y'all. A lot of you guys on here looking at Messiah seeds. What is your message? Because you have one in you, if you are. Do you give your message through art, through music, through poetry, through speaking, right? Through cooking, right? What is your message that you're going to give to the world? Or your family, even? Who are you? Right? They fear us. They fear the Messiah seeds. But we have to keep going regardless, because that's what we came here to do. All right? Somebody said, I was under the assumption that Messiah sees that I want to see past the matrix. Can you touch on how ordinary people can see past them? Well, when you wake up spiritually, what is the matrix, family? The matrix is the system you live in. That's all the matrix is. It's not the physical world. The matrix is not the physical world you live in. The matrix is the system. So when you become conscious and you wake up spiritually, you can see past the matrix. So Messiah seeds can see past the matrix. They usually are. If you are a level 1 in this life, you become conscious. You do get into a certain level of spirituality, which means you see past the foolishness on this planet. You see past the matrix. All right. But yes, I love you guys, and I want to surprise you guys with a live stream. Like I said, I was going to just do a regular video on this to get this off my chest, and give you guys something to think about, right? And I just wanted to come on here real quick to do that. I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. All right. Peace and love, family. Peace and love.